We're in the middle of the emergency room now. We had down there on the left the shock room for very sick people. There are now for patients intubated. And you see many patients in the hallways because we don't have any room available. There are now 15 patients. We started with 8, but it was not enough, and so we go up to 16 because it's the maximum capacity, the full capacity. You see, they're all on ventilation with a helmet or with a ventilator.
The staff are working flat out, trying to keep these people from deteriorating further. They're trying to stop them from dying. Numbers succumbing to the coronavirus is overwhelming every hospital in northern Italy. This isn't an intensive care unit, it's an emergency ward because the ICU is full. People have only just arrived here and they're in terrible shape. This killer pandemic is virtually out of control. The patients are literally gasping for air. The plastic bubble the staff are struggling to communicate through attempts to equalize the air pressure in the lungs. And it's not like flu. It is severe pneumonia, and it is killing hundreds each day. Head of emergency admissions is Roberto Cosentini. He's never seen anything like this before, and is warning other countries, especially the United Kingdom, that they will see it as well and go into their intensive care units. This is where the most sick are hanging on to life. The ICU is on the brink of collapse. This is what it looks like when the virus overwhelms, and here in Lombardy, it's overwhelming. These patients are critically ill. In all probability, they won't make it. The staff have no cure available to them. They're just trying to keep them alive. Every 13 to 16 hours, they turn the patients over to relieve the pressure on the lungs. Without doubt, she wouldn't survive without constant attention. But the first, perhaps only good news for the teams here is this man. We couldn't approach him, he's still too weak, but he waved. He is recovering. After 2 weeks, he is getting better. They've run out of room at the morgue, but they haven't run out of respect for the dead at Cremona Hospital. The next batch of the lost waiting for cremation are laid out in the hospital chapel before collection. Their families couldn't say goodbye. They're all in quarantine. In Lombardy, they haven't run out of hope, but they're struggling with pretty much everything else. All these towns caught in the center of the epidemic are struggling now, but are all...
Ago, Father Mario Carminati knew he'd be dealing with death, but not on this scale. Now clusters of coffins arrive every day, with his parishioners laid on the marble floor of St. Joseph's Church in the town of 𝗓𝗟𝗟 in northern Italy. When enough have accumulated, he and other priests give them a hasty blessing before a forklift loads them onto army trucks for the trip to the cemetery.